So we've completed the rotate Y or side-to-side movements of the head turns in the last lesson, and now we're going to discuss adding the arcing motion and anticipation to our animation. Let's go ahead and look at our latest play blast. So I'll bring that up. We'll hit play. We can see that the animation is definitely making good progress, but what's it missing? Well, one thing that it's missing that's also an essential principle in animation is arc. So I'm going to go ahead and stop this. Alright, and right now our character's head is turning left and right. Here's the movement that we're getting. And it's linear. What it's missing is the arc and the head turns. And that's going to make it look more natural, more believable. See, we humans and animals too naturally move in arcs. Therefore, organic characters must have arcs in their movement too if they're to look believable to the audience. We want to stay away from this linear motion like we're getting here in our characters. Even some mechanical characters like robots, for example, should have some arc in their motion. So we definitely want to make sure that our animation is not missing this key principle. And we're also going to focus on adding some anticipation. And what that is the build up to the action. So what we can say is, first you tell them what you're going to do, and then you do the action, and then you tell them what you've done. Okay, and we're going to add this subtly to this animation. And we want to make sure we add that because we also move in anticipation, whether that be a pitch or even a swing of a baseball bat or whatever. And animations missing this key ingredient look abrupt. And there are times when no anticipation is great for things like surprises in cartoony animation, when you want to add that snap to them, or other things, for example, but for a majority of the time, you don't want to leave it out. So let's now apply those principles to him. We'll close out this F check and we'll bring back our NURBS curves and select the head control. Okay, so first we add the anticipation, and then we're going to add the arc on the head turns. And then we'll add some follow through after that, okay, which will be the ending of the anticipation, you can say, and also the follow through as well. Okay, so remember it's the anticipation first. So let's go to frame 5, and on frame 5, let's rotate our character's head up some, just a little bit, like that. Okay, and now we'll add the arcing motion of the head. So we'll go to frame 12, and on frame 12 let's now rotate the head down. Okay, let's see, like that. Okay, and we'll scrub through to see what we like, if we like what we're getting. Alright, maybe we could bring his head down a little bit more. Alright, watch the movement that we're getting. So our character's head goes up for the anticipation and then sloops down for the arc and the head turn. Now we need to add the follow through. So let's go to frame 21 and we'll now rotate the head up. Okay. So now we'll scrub through and look at the movement that we're getting. And notice how much more natural this first head turn looks, just from adding those simple tweaks. Okay, so let's work on the next head turn now. So first, remember we add the anticipation. So on frame 45, we'll rotate the head up slightly. And then for the arc, let's go ahead and put that on about frame 54. And we'll now rotate the character's head down, like that. And we can scrub through and see if we like the movement. Maybe we could bring down the head a little bit more. Okay, and now we'll add the follow through. So we can add that on frame 61. And we'll bring the head up. Like that. Okay. We'll scrub through to see if we like the movement. And it's looking good. Alright, let's now add that to our last head turn. So we'll add the anticipation on frame 90, and we can bring the head up slightly. Not too much. Okay, then we want to slope it down. Let's go to about frame 99, and we'll bring the head down now. like that. And we'll add the follow through. Let's add that follow through on frame 109. We'll just bring the head up. And we'll scrub through to see if we like the movement. Okay, let's now do a play blast to see if we like the results. Okay, so we can see more accurately how our animation is looking. So we'll go up to Window, Play Blast. I'm just going to pause the video during this play blast. And here it is. So notice the natural movement that we're getting now from our animation. Now our character's head turns look more believable. Okay? So we can see the pluses of adding those two principles that we've added, the anticipation and the arcs, to our animation. Notice how much it's added to it. Okay, and they were really simple tweaks too. Simple yet effective. Okay, so what we're going to do now, or what we can do now, is move on to the next lesson. And in the next lesson, we're going to add another pass of the Rotate X movement. We're just going to add a little bit more to our animation.